I've been contemplating this bag for over a year, and I'm giving Longchamp another chance. I've had 3 Longchamps in the past, sold them all. Didn't like them for different reasons, but if you guys know, I am really obsessed with this color. I have so many things in that color. Look, my chair is that color. I've got bags and clothes, and I love this color, this muted kind of pink color. And I actually needed something for my future, but I didn't want to be carrying too much of a high-end bag because according to some women, you shouldn't be carrying like super expensive designer bags into work, especially you don't want to be outdoing your boss or whatever. And since I am studying on the LPC LLM right now, and I'm going to be hopefully getting my training contract for next year, I wanted a professional bag that was also very cute, girly, but at the same time understated and functional. And seriously, that's Longchamp. I bought this secondhand. I think she used it maybe twice. It's really brand new. I really hope that this lasts a long time. And as you can see, it folds up very small. So this is like the large travel tote. And I don't know if you guys were expecting it to be that big. It's a big bag. So they've got like a whole bunch of different sizes. This is the second largest size, and I think it's perfect for law. Lots of documents, books, everything, and it can also double up as a travel bag and a weekender. So it's really one of those multi-purpose, multifunctional bags. Even though I am a transitioning vegan, I do believe in sustainability, and these bags do last a really long time if taken care of. And I don't buy any leather new, and a lot of fast fashion is quite bad for the environment, as I am an environmentalist. So, you know what I mean? These bags are already made. Just don't feed into the demand and buy things secondhand. I buy almost everything secondhand, and just because it's secondhand doesn't mean it's used up and horrible. Like, this is secondhand and it's basically new. So I just really love this bag. It's probably, I can already tell with the stitching, the quality, it does really resemble the craftsmanship of the nail. The nail was a very high quality Longchamp bag, but I didn't like the shape of when you have the strap. Like the way it turns up at the corners, I really didn't like that shape. And I do like top handle bags. I mean, it's good to tone your arms as well. And the contrast of like the Tiffany Pantone similar looking blue against the muted pink, this is called anti-pink, is really attractive. And I really like that large enhanced Longchamp logo, but it's not too obnoxious or over the top. It's quite a classy looking bag. And I think the dimensions are perfect across. The length of it, the total length is 17.7 inches. The height is 13.7 inches. And the width is 9 when it's expanded. So I think it's a really great size, because you don't want it too big or you're going to have trouble carrying it. It's a perfect size to fit under your seat in the airplane or in the overhead compartment. It's got silver hardware and a place to lock. Was not only the corners getting frayed up quite easily, but this having to like kind of move this flap out of the way before you zip it, but I think I'll get over it. And the reason why I like this bag more than the other ones that I've had with the normal Heritage collection is the pocket is in the back, and it's long, very long. It's large. It's probably the largest pocket they've had on any of the pliages. So we can open this baby up. Look how beautiful the colors are. I just love it. And this even feels like more substantial than the other models I've had. I don't know what it is. It feels thicker. I don't know. Heavier? It feels like more, the horse part feels thicker, like it sticks out more than the actual circle around it, which I like. I like chunky, substantial zipper pulls. You do have the traditional zipper. You don't have that plasticky zipper that you get on the nail. I don't mind it at all because it's just a really high quality bag. Some people have complained that they do not like the white interior. I do because I think it's easier to see your stuff as it reflects better with the light. And here we have the pocket in the back, and look how large this pocket is. That's a large pocket. And for reference, it's about the size of an iPhone 8 Plus and a half. It's very, very wide. You can even fit the iPhone 8 Plus vertically. So you could fit two of them vertically at the top. So it can give some idea of how large this pocket is. There's the inner card. Look at that. That is just massive. I freaking love it. I love big bags. I really do. And the best part is this, I mean, Longchamp has a legacy. They're very respected in the fashion world as a very comfortable and chic travel line. People may say, oh, you know, it's the brand that teenagers carry in Paris for their school books or whatever. But even so, it's popular for a reason. There's so many different lines of Longchamp, and this is by far my favorite looking bag. I was never crazy over the brand. I never saw any bags that I was like, oh my God, it's so amazing, I want that bag. I was never like crazy over them, but I had just purchased them in the past just to like try them out. But this is honestly the first bag where I saw and I was like, oh my God, I have to have it. I have to have it. And I am definitely a crook of the arm kind of girl. I do like carrying my bags like that often, more than my shoulders. It kind of drove me nuts with my Louis Vuitton, to be honest, traveling. I realize I don't mind backpacks, but I really don't like shoulder totes when I travel, which just gets really irritating and tedious and cumbersome. But I don't mind at all carrying in the crook of my arm or in my hand. So this is just a really, really lovely companion tote. You could pack definitely days worth of stuff in here. You don't even have to check in a bag if you're just going for the weekend or whatnot. You can even pack a week in here if you're really good with your packing. I'm not one of those girls who overpacks. I was able to pack a month in a carry-on. So I'm really happy with this. The feel of this nylon is substantially thicker than the regular heritage line, the heritage line. The heritage line isn't that well made, to be honest. If you see one of my earlier videos from years ago, when I had a pink one, I had like the cotton candy pink one with the brown handles that my ex had purchased for me from Selfridges. The stitching was bad. It was kind of messy. The nylon was very thin and it wore down so quickly. I was very upset. Some Longchamp fan girls and fanboys just jumped on me saying, oh my gosh, you have something against the brand, blah, blah, blah. And they all attacked me. And you know what? It's just a fucking handbag. All right. If the quality's shit, I'm going to say it's shit. And thankfully, there were honest, intelligent, down-to-earth, reasonable people that admitted that Longchamp's quality does vary. I can definitely verify that the quality does vary depending on what line you're buying from. Like Neo and Le Club, like this bag, is much higher quality than the normal Heritage, the Heritage line. So that's why it's more expensive, and obviously it just looks nicer. So here it is, here it is. I actually put the tripod down and get the entire bag. But I will be doing measurements so you can see. So from the top to the bottom, you can see, just like the website mentioned, it's 13.7 inches in height. That's a really nice height because it's not too short. So you're not gonna get things sticking out the top, and will fit most things. So it's almost 14. Oops, it's coming down. It's almost 14 in height. So the Longchamp website is the most accurate. If you go to Nordstrom and Bloomingdale's, clearly they don't know what the hell they're doing, and their measurements can be off. The top across, it's about 23 inches in length. That's a really good size, because that's when it's flat. So when you've got stuff in it, it's going to look a bit rounder. It won't look as wide. So there's a bag, one size that is a step above this size, which is the XL, the extra large. I think that would be far too big for me. Maybe for a guy it would be okay. But I think this bag is absolutely perfect. So again, if we measure just at the base, it's about 17.7 inches length. And then when it's expanded, you see the depth right here. The depth is 9 inches. 9 inches at the base. I think this is a really perfect size. It's not too small. It is large, but it's not overwhelmingly so. The Longchamp logo itself is just under 2 inches. Just under 2 inches. And let's measure that amazing pocket. I really like how the pocket's at the back rather than the front. I really didn't like on the other two with the regular Heritage and the nail where the pocket is in the front. I really don't like that vertical pocket in the front of the nail as well, especially when you stuffed it. You get this bump that's protruding in front of the bag, and it was very ugly having the stitching in front of the bag like that. So I think it was a smart idea that they increased the size, that they made it more like of a rectangle, like horizontal, and it's at the back, so you don't get the stitching in the front. Look how large that is, just under 9.5 inches across, and just under 6 inches in height. So you're getting 6 inches by 9 inches diagonally. Measuring like a laptop, we've got 10.5 inches diagonally across. Very hefty. And you know what? I was looking at some videos, including my old videos, and looking at the zipper pull, and they have increased the size of this zipper pull for sure. It is larger, because I remember on my nail it was not larger than the tabs on the side, and this zipper pull is larger than the width of the tabs on the side. You see? I love it. I think it's chunkier and it just feels better in my hand. It feels more substantial, and I can't get over the weight of this. You cannot beat the weight of Longchamp. If you're going for a high quality bag, this is definitely it. I'm going to attempt to do this with one hand. There we go. Look how little it folds up. It's amazing. How incy wincy bitsy itty bitty it is when it's folded up. Okay. Let's see the dimensions of it when it is all folded out. Got 9 inches across. We've got about 5 inches. See it? About 5 inches in height and about 2 inches in depth and width. Look at that. So cute and small. I love the color of the button, the color of the sealant, and the logo. It's just really lovely colors together. I really don't think it matters what country the Longchamp is made in. I think batches are going to vary by batches regardless of what country. Sometimes you're going to get a bad batch, and it also depends what line it's from. Mine, I'm going to look in the tag. It's very, very thick plastic tag, and we're going to see there, mine's from China. You can see the serial code there. I think the bag feels great. Impeccable stitching everywhere. Just really, really well made. She must have used this maybe once, because look at the corners. There's really no use at all. There's no signs of use on this bag at all. It's amazing. You know how I get deals sometimes is I'll see, like I saw this bag. I got it for under 100. Because I offered to pick it up because I saw that she was in Vegas, and I said, I'll come to you and I'll pay immediately and I'll drive to you wherever you are. She was a bit far, so I did drive 45 minutes, but so worth saving money. These bags are normally a little over 200 when they're purchased from the shop. Is a MacBook Air 11-inch. Look. Gets lost in there on its own, doesn't it? There's a bunch of great bag organizers and inserts you can get for these bags if you don't like to have a lot of different pouches and compartments and things like that. I actually like having the pouches and different things inside my bag. I used to love inserts, but I'm not such a huge fan of them anymore. I'd rather have everything individualized in pouches, but they're good to keep your bag clean, of course. A water bottle. I put my A4 lever arch file binder in there. Big lever arch file. And it's perfect because it's still taller than the file. I won't have problems zipping it up. Then I've got my A4 refill pad, my pink lined refill pad. Absolutely love that. So you get an idea of the size of this bag. For those of you, those Americans out there who are not familiar with A4, it's a size above the A5. I think A5 is what they use in America, your regular standard paper. And it's a bit longer. So as you can see, there's a lot of room. I wanted a bag where I could stuff books in, but that the books and binders weren't going to take up all the space or the majority of the bag. There's room for extra stuff in there, which is important. It's such a great size for travel. Look, it even fits that way. It's such a big bag. But it's perfect because it doesn't seem overly huge. Do you know what I mean? It's not like overwhelming. I can't imagine traveling with a bigger, so lightweight. So the weight is in your stuff and not the bag. So I think that's why people can get away with these top handle bags as long as they are as light as this one. I will be doing a what's in my bag soon. I haven't actually carried this baby yet, but I just wanted to show you guys my new bag, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I will be doing an update on how it was. This is just one of those great bags that I feel like I'm going to be using for a very long time, for work, for school, for travel. It's just one of those all-around perfect bags. So lightweight, and it's just very hard to kind of name a bag that has all those features, especially with the lightweight feature. The fact you're able to just fold it up into something so small, hence the name Pliage. Big range of colors, and it's just really great. Thank you for watching. Any questions,